Hello, welcome to Creepypasta Wars. This was actually a suggestion given by somebody whose username I can't really remember at the time. But anyways, it's me writing a story where two creepypasta characters battle it out. And first one I have right here is the time-traveling dad versus a creature wearing mommy's skin. I really just tried to pick one so I could be funny with it, because that would be the easiest thing to do in my opinion. But I'll try to do some other things later on. Anyways, let the story begin. Actually, that's cheesy as hell. I was trying to think of something else. Let the battle begin! Oh, that's stupid. Fuck it, let's get into this shit! It was a rainy, cloudless night. The time-traveling dad was sleeping in his bed when he was awoken by his pale-skinned, dark-haired daughter wearing a white nightgown. He shook off the dream he was having about a strange man with large eyebrows and some smiling four-legged mammal. It was obviously of no importance, so the time-traveling dad checks his clock for the time. Only to find that it was 6:66 o'clock. Pretty fucking spooky. Then, remembering that he had a kid that woke him up in some non-specified way. "What do you want with me?" he calmly stated. His daughter then snapped her head to face a skeptical protagonist who can talk to ghosts, and Crab walked on the ceiling towards him, her pitch-black soulless eyes with no iris looking into his non-pitch-black soulless eyes with no iris. Eyes.
"I had a bad dream, Daddy,"
she said. The one about the emo clown? No? The one about the chef? No. The one about the eyeless blue hedgehog? No. The one about the long-nosed creature with black eyes that kept saying, "Oobleh." What? No, I can't tell you, she said, her statement piquing the time-traveling dad's curiosity. He didn't give a shit before, but now he wanted to know because he wasn't supposed to. Also because curiosity. "Tell me," he politely demanded.
"I can't."
Why?
"There are consequences."
Oh. Who cares? Tell me.
"Deadly, spooky consequences."
Like what?
"Well, if I tell you, then the creature wearing mommy's skin will sit up."
Oh, crap. The time-traveling dad didn't have time to ask if the creature would be as naggy as his wife when he felt the covers shift behind him. With his super ninja reflexes, he grabbed Pacemaker. His gun, that's his gun, that's the name of his gun. It's his gun. And pumped some lead into the strange figure's head. The non-spooky girl ran out screaming, and the creature wearing mommy's skin, which totally didn't go with her shoes if I might add, barely even flinched after being 360 no-scoped from across the map, point blank. The time-traveling dad was trying to come up with a plan, trying to make sense of the situation, when he remembered something. This wasn't even his house! He had a son, not a daughter! He realized that he needed to get out of there before she tore him apart and dragged his soul down to hell to be Satan's personal sex slave! Or something. He just wanted to go home and play some sketchy ROM of a nostalgic game, or do some overly complicated ritual with no payoff. He needed a distraction. "Hey look! There's an eyeless guy trying to steal your kidneys! Jack, you little shit, get over here!" Taking this chance to make an escape, the time-traveling dad burst from the sheet with the strength of a sleep-deprived Russian. He was almost out of the room when he tripped over a strange sonic plushie. The creature wearing mommy's skin was slowly making her way off the bed. While on level with the floor, he was able to see a hairless, smiling creature lying beneath the bed. The creature gave a motion for the time-traveling dad to stay silent. Brushing off this non-suspicious creature as just being one of his friends playing a prank on him, he began to notice his curiosity was piqued. Once more, he needed to see what the creature looked like. He stood up and whirled around to meet a creature, the likes of which he had never seen before. Underneath the patches of skin was a pale, emaciated form. The creature had pitch black eyes and an abnormally large smile. "It's too original! I can't fight it!" shouted the time-traveling dad. The creature suddenly lunged at the time-traveling dad, black eyes burning with originality. He quickly aimed the gun in a vain attempt to defend himself, but upon pulling the trigger, he heard nothing but a click. He took a mental note to not bring such an ironic amount of bullets to a stranger's house. But he soon realized he would never visit another stranger's house again, because the monster was now upon him, tackling him to the ground. In a savage fury, like that of an angsty 12-year-old, the creature raised a clawed hand to rip out his intestines. With a spooky yell, the bony hand came crashing down with a force like that of a creature who's stronger than their emaciated body would make them seem. And all the time-traveling dad could do was wake up and... "Hey, wait a second! That's a major cop-out!" shouted the time-traveling dad. "Well, gotta say, I'm strapped for ideas," said the author, being a total puss and not finishing the story. "You're making this part up as you go along, aren't you?" said the time-traveling dad, finding out the author's ruse. Yeah, I am. This part's not scripted. It's true, though. Anyways, the time-traveling dad then realized that this wasn't even the original author that made him in the first place, and probably goes against everything he's created to represent. But before he could complain about the pure stupidity about the situation that is currently going on, he woke up from the dream to find his daughter with black hair, pale gown, and pitch black eyes. He said fuck it and left. The end.